A very warm welcome to you all, wherever you are, to the first edition of Unlocked SK, the original interactive talk show, broadcasting to you live from our micro streaming studio here on the beautiful island of Corfu in sunny Greece. Should there be an interruption to today's transmitted broadcast, please log on to our website at www.StudioKerkyra.com or the video platform that is Vimeo.com, or else good old YouTube, and now Twitter and Twitter's Periscope. And to help bring this digital broadcast to you today across the airwaves, I'm very pleased to say we have the help of our wonderful producer, Claire Haas, who will be answering all your comments on Facebook Live Messenger and taking those elusive calls on Skype. And of course, you know what I'm going to say next. No broadcast would be complete without the irrepressible, irredoubtable one and only Thomas Haas. Hello, Thomas. How are you?
Hello, Adrian. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Kalispera sas, StudioKerkyra, Efkaristo, Poli, Pu, Para, Kalusos. So, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. It's fantastic. First episode now, Unlocked SK. We've done 59 episodes of Lockdown, but official. Today, we are coming, 18th of May, we are coming out of Lockdown. That's how it is. We're allowed to move. And how weird is that?
It is indeed, and a very warm kalispera to you all of our wonderful Greek friends across the globe. Yes, it's a bit like now's the time to let our hair down. In all those episodes, 59, we've not hardly had a crossword, have we, Thomas? It's been extraordinary.
It's great, unbelievable. Yes. And how quick the time gone. I mean, we started on the 15th of March.
Sunday,
yeah? And we had no idea how long we're gonna do that. How can you put a number on it? It was impossible. But see, just over 2 months down the line, we're in a complete different position. And from the day on, we were allowed to move. Okay, we didn't physically move today with the van because there is still organizing to do and we're touching base. But we've been out today we filmed quickly. We done a drive-through.
A little sneaky.
A little sneaky drive-through of Moretica and Ios Mateos, just to show you what's going on. They are all waking up now. Now it starts slowly, but it's shocking to see when you...
It is. It's just not like how you lovely people might remember your beloved Corfu. I would say that Moretica, there's a little bit more going on. I was a bit surprised today, I have to say, Thomas, by the main street through Ios Mateos, such a lovely hillside village, one of the island's biggest, actually. I actually thought I saw less people today than we did during lockdown, with the people with permission, if you know what I mean.
I know. It's strange. It's really strange. I don't know what's happening. But guys, thank you for logging on. Thank you for tuning in again here. Our new show, Unlocked. Whether we just changed the title.
I know. There's not much change, really, is there?
We didn't know what to do, really. Did we? Well, how should you progress with it? It's not lockdown. Yes, where you are in the UK, sadly enough, there's still the lockdown measures in force, but you know where we are, we start moving and everything is getting more enthusiastic now. They're all thinking, okay, the tourists, it's gonna happen, we're gonna fly, we're gonna have tourism here, and I really hope so. But let me say hello to so many people who are logging on again. Hi, Lorraine Smith is saying hi from sunny Pompey. Nikos Louvros is saying from London. Hi, Nikos and Annabelle is saying enjoy your freedom. Yeah,
thank you.
Vivian is saying hi guys, hope your new show goes well. Best of Irish luck.
Thank
you so much for that.
Vivian is absolute. What a trooper you are, Vivian. You made me laugh when you're going on about us all standing proud in our new green Irish t-shirts. We can't wait to get our hands on them, and we really will give you a fantastic top of the morning to you welcome when we can, Vivian, when you are lucky enough to come to this beautiful island. But we have to say a big thank you to all our friends, particularly in Ireland, actually. What a country. You've been tremendous supporters of us. And picking up your point from a few days ago, Vivian, yes, Ireland has done very well to contain the best they can COVID-19. I would agree with you on that one.
Definitely. Here we go. And Gary Norman is saying hi from Lancaster. Oh, great. Hi, thank you very much. Stuart Maroon is saying hi, guys. Hope the new show goes well.
Thank you very much. Yes. Let us know if it doesn't.
Margaret Johnston is saying hi, everybody. Sorry I missed yesterday's show. Was doing weekly quiz with my family, which went on longer than usual, but did watch it last night. Great. Now looking forward. Unlocked shows. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for that. Richard is saying hi, Thomas, Adrian, And Claire, how are you today? We are great.
We're very good, thank you, Richard.
We were out. Yeah?
Yes, and if that's Richard Zebedee there from beautiful Bournemouth,
it is.
Well, later on, Richard, stick around because you'll see a photograph that you might well recognise.
Yeah, and he says, can't wait to see beautiful Corfu.
Exactly.
Then Jackie Cherry tuned in. Hi, Jackie, thanks for watching.
Hi.
She said, hi, everybody, went for my first swim today.
Great.
Beautiful. Oh, great.
Oh, good
nice.
One. I bet the water was just that perfect temperature, wasn't it, Jackie? Do let us know. I'm sure the waters around this beautiful island are absolutely very inviting at this time of year. If anyone wants to know, it's been a fabulous sunny day and 29 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, here we got Vivian it's really hot, man. Vivian is doing a big shout out to Theo Ritzos in Roadhouse Bar Rhoda and Bolero Irish Bar Sidari. Love from Donegal. So
great.
There you go, Theo Ritzos. Lorraine is saying, good luck with very...
Thank you, Lorraine.
Okay, good. Phil Ferris, good afternoon. Unlocked from Phil. A sunnish board 11 on my day off. Enjoying it. Look.
I hope you are, Phil. Thank you. You've been a fantastic contributor as well, Phil. It's great to have you on board and enjoy your day off in beautiful Porthleven. It really is. In fact, that whole Cornish coastline is simply stunning.
Cornish coastline is unbelievable, yes. Man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Steve Bowers says, good afternoon, lads. Enjoy your freedom.
Cheers,
yes,
Steve.
With Riley Holchecker saying hi to you Leon. Too. Jerry O.D., happy 60th. Guys, so it's 60 episodes.
Well, normally we'd think, what? But no, nice one, Jerry. You're on the money with that one. Yes, isn't it extraordinary? Technically, we're first episode, but yes, I know what you mean. We are 60, really.
Yeah, Richard saying it's so hot in Bournemouth.
Whoa, good one, Richard. Well, it's so hot here too in Corfu. So, snap, mate.
And Linda O'Hara is writing in a bit of freedom. I have been invited to a picnic. Wednesday, just 3 of us 6 feet apart, of course.
Well, yes. I'm sure you'll be all right. Mind the sandwiches, but you'd be
distancing,
okay.
Picnicking is
yes, well, you could still have fun, can't you? It's just nice to get out in the open. Quite a few countries across Europe now are slowly opening their borders. In Spain is one such. They've had it terrible. Buenos Dias to all our lovely Spanish friends there. But today they can socialise with groups of up to 10 people, which is very nice for the Spanish.
Oh, yeah, and we got more news on that here too. I get from Annabelle already messages in. Gonna be interesting to see how the social distancing works, how the tavernas and so preparing. We talk in a second about that. Yes, Carlo Rizzo is saying greetings from sunny Chichester. Beautiful Chichester.
You know, I
great
lived in
memories.
Chichester.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic place. What a cathedral. That's where I went to acting college many moons ago. What a beautiful city. In fact, it's one of England's smallest cities, but equally one of England's most beautiful, complete with a lovely set of Roman walls and a fantastic Chichester Festival Theatre, of course.
Oh, yeah, I love Chichester.
Great place.
Great. And Chris Benny Benson is saying, good afternoon from Kalami Cats and Cassiope Cats. Meow. Reminder for the stray animals. So
absolutely.
It's hot, please.
One,
if you see some, give them some water and give them some food because it's really hot. I sit here.
Yes, we're
dripping.
I know.
Great. You shouldn't complain.
I'm not complaining. No, the drips are a good sign to me. Kalami Cats, you do a fantastic job. And yes, to answer your question from a day or so, we'd be delighted to come and do a live stream broadcast to show the world what you have to go through to look after and save cats. One of man's best friends, after the dog, of course.
And the hot temperature, Jackie Cherry saying, yes, perfect temperatures, but the sand was very hot. I know, you've gone on the beach and the sand
Sandals
is hot.
only, maybe.
Totally. Vinny is saying, Kalidaxi and break a leg. Thank you so much. And Castle Duckworth is saying, happy 60th. Johan Din van Zanden is saying, greetings from Holland. Thank you.
Anthony.
Greetings back to Holland.
Yes.
I hope you guys are all good and safe. And Casey Duckworth, happy 60th. And thank you so much. Anthony van der Krank is saying, hello, my friends.
Hello,
I got the first question in. That is Jacqueline van der Werf asking, when can I fly to Corfu? I can't wait. So, but we got a couple of answers regarding flying now because we researched, we got some good phone calls in. We spoke with a couple of people and see what's going on with flights. And I had a great phone call today with Nikos Louvros in London. So thanks, Nikos, for this update. And he said, yes, they start, Aegean is starting to fly to Corfu on the 11th of June.
11th of June, right.
So 11th of June, there are the first flights to Corfu from England.
Heathrow,
I think this is Heathrow. So, Nikos, if you're watching, sorry, let me know what airport is that. I forgot that. I think it's Heathrow. I think you're right.
The Aegean service up to this point has always been between Athens and Heathrow. If there are direct flights from Heathrow to Corfu, that's fantastic. Maybe they've got some coveted landing slots at in Gatwick, but maybe Nikos Loubros will give us the answers, I'm sure.
But I had a good chat with him.
Right.
He is arriving on the 1st of July.
That's
He
brilliant.
got that booked, and we are so excited to see you here because then we're speeding up again because Nikos gonna drag us through so many beautiful places here on this island. We were lucky enough to have a fantastic walk through Old Town.
Yeah, we keep talking about the paving slabs.
I know it's weird, but we're gonna show that. We're gonna film this paving slab. We have to show.
We must,
because 60 episodes, and we always speak about
paving slabs.
Paving slabs.
Wonderful, isn't it? We can't think of anything else to talk about but paving slabs. But actually, no, there's historical significance to them. That's why we keep going on about it. But the only man that can really talk about them is, of course, Nikos Loubros. So, yes, we're really looking forward to seeing you, Nico. And, of course, Annabelle. You'll be very welcome here.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
It's your second home anyway, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, it's Coffee Yacht. What do you expect? So it's great. But, no, he updated me with flights. He said on the 11th of June, the first flights from London are coming here to Corfu. Yeah,
brilliant.
Price of each flight.
Oh yes,
£675.
I would whistle, but my lips are too dry to do it. All I'll say is blimey, mate.
Yeah, but there is good news because it's only the first. There's only the first few days until Saturday. Then they stop and then they start on Monday again. I think he said, and then all of a sudden the flights are gonna drop down to around £150 return.
Oh, so bargain! That's a bargain.
That's a third of.
Well, it's a third of the normal winter price that it was before COVID-19 was hanging about rather unwelcomely. Yes, the flights that were the cheapest one you could get was about 450 euros, pounds. I can't remember which one it was, but 500 pounds was about that figure, really, because you had to book the flight from Corfu to Athens to get that.
Yeah.
So it's great that they're going to come here direct.
No. And that I want just to say, Nikos just writing in. Sorry, guys. And I said that before. It's Athens. It's Aegean never flies to Corfu direct. He said that goes Athens. This is Heathrow to Athens.
Okay, well, it's a very good price.
And then Athens to Corfu,
which is a lovely flight.
What is a great flight? I love that flight from Athens to Corfu.
Beautiful.
I don't understand. No, not more people are doing that.
Because some people don't like hanging around for 3 hours in Athens airport. Some don't. I don't mind it. It's a very nice airport. If you're
just walk outside the airport. It's a great area there.
Yes, to have a quick sneaky cigarette or something. Yes, I wouldn't go that far. You're limited to what you can do. That's one problem. But the airport is so vast. There's so many eateries, if they're open, which takeaway they should be. But there's a big airport concourse. That's the point. And 3 hours soon passes. It's not a big deal. If I can do it, anyone can do it. But the thing is, you'll be rewarded with such a beautiful flight from Athens International Airport to StudioKerkyra.
See, and this is right. When I go via Athens, and maybe I have to show you that when we go together, because we never flown together via Athens.
No, we haven't flown anywhere.
Anyway, I know it's weird, but I love this in Athens. That's one reason I love it in Athens when I have 2-3 hours. Is because I can go out of the airport for a couple of hours, have a nice drink somewhere, but most importantly, there is just around the corner, and he still must be there. He's there for donkey years. So, but there's a Lukumadis stand. So that's the reason for me to go over there, because I know that Lukumadis stand just around the corner. And
I didn't know that, Thomas. Okay.
Yes, and that's
look out for him
and
next
you
time.
get already the Greek feeling a little bit, the whole holiday mood when you leave and then go back in. It's like there are 2 holidays for one.
Yes, absolutely. And they usually fly different planes actually from Athens to here. They're rather nice de Havilland turboprop jobs. Great, though, to look out the windows. Beautiful views. And one thing you will notice is a tremendous amount of solar panel farms. Really quite extraordinary. But the views are just spectacular, quite frankly.
The views are great. But no, 11th of June. That's
great, isn't it?
So it's great. It's fantastic. Exactly what we want and what the island needs. I mean, Annabelle was asking the question, what is now with she would be interested in seeing how the taverna's gonna look like, how the shop's gonna look like with all this social distancing in mind, including the beaches. Well, when you think now the beaches, they have to start doing things there, and they start already. Well, that's down more on the beach side. I see here Spiros from Dyer Beach Bar. He is driving quite a lot now with the sunbeds. Not as many as the year before, because he's still looking how far can you spread yourself, because they have to serve the drinks too. So, and in this heat running up the beach and down the beach. That's not a good solution.
No, that's quite a good point. Be interesting to see how he has it laid out, as it were. Great beach bar, though, folks, on Halicunas, particularly around the sunset time. Really is a magical spot.
It's a magical spot, definitely. Jerry O.D. is asking, how much is the flight from Athens to Corfu?
Well,
I think this is all in one package. There's so Nikos. That's your flight is from Heathrow to Athens, and then Athens to Corfu. Is this the whole price, 570, or do you have to buy on top? I think this is all this and this ticket just landing in in Athens before, no?
Yes, my experience before COVID-19 was it was two separate tickets, or if you go to Athens, it's about 45.
Around there.
Yes, euros. It's not too bad.
The most I heard was 60 euros one way there.
Yes, I would concur with that.
Definitely.
It wouldn't be too much, that's the point. And it's a great flight. And Aegean is a brilliant airline.
Oh, yeah, it's a fantastic airline.
It certainly
but
is.
we mentioned that people are getting that we're loving this airline, isn't it?
Well, it's because it's jolly good.
But it's great.
I'll tell you what
brilliant.
sets them apart. The service is superb. The aeroplanes are great. The seats are very comfortable. And also, you get great attention to detail. You get given a boiled sweet as you arrive on board. And unlike most other airlines, they pipe you gentle classical music, which sort of has a calming effect. It's very nice.
Yeah. No, it's, I can say nothing. We're trying anyway. We try to get into the Corfu airport. Yeah, we're just making contact at the moment with the management there because we want to film in there. We want to know more about what's going on, of course, and show you the new airport. They've done a tremendous job.
Yes.
So as far as
we can tell,
now we
exactly,
saw a few things, pictures and videos out, and it looks really. They made it open. They made it really nice and fresh in there. It doesn't seem so clustered like before.
Well, they've expanded the lounge area, I should think, by 100%. I think they built on the same numbers of lounges as there were before, so double capacity in theory. Of course, they were hoping to get winter flights going and established. Maybe there'll be more emphasis on that this winter coming because of the ravages of COVID-19 for the early summer season. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yes, Thomas, it would be great to do a live broadcast or any sort of filming
great.
from
We're
the
just
airport.
Discussing if we can do the first tourist flight in here to Corfu, and there we're we liaise at the moment with the airport. But hey, there's lots coming in here. Helen Mullins is saying, hi guys. Hi Helen, thanks for tuning in. Lavinia is saying, love Athens airport and the little museum with the appropriate space left for when they, and you gonna like that. It's appropriate space left when the Pantheon Elgin marbles are welcomed home.
Yeah.
Oh, that struck a nerve with you now.
Oh, you
it?
know me by now, Benny. You know how to do it, don't you? You know how to get me going. Yes, absolutely. And they absolutely should be returned home. I cannot understand why the British Museum would think otherwise. They wouldn't want any of their treasures hoiked off in the other part of the world, would they now? So fair's fair, and we would do everything we can here on Unlocked SK to ensure their safe return. Yeah, we really ought to concentrate on that because that is something close to my heart. As an Englishman, born and bred, although I'm a citizen of the world and, that's the way it is, I'm ashamed to think that that my country of my birth has these things which they should never have had in the first place. Okay, they've looked after them safe and sound, and that's great. I'm not denying that. But Athens has had this fantastic new museum built, almost purpose-built,
beautiful.
103 million euros worth. And do you know what? Every euro well spent.
Well spent, definitely.
And if you don't believe me, go round and have a look at it. It's a magnificent building, perfect for housing such priceless antiquities.
Yeah, definitely.
And that antiquities. That's the word. Yes.
So, but now it would be what a day this would be, for the Greeks when this comes back home.
The homecoming
finally.
Of the Parthenon.
Yeah, wow, man.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And there's a lot of people here who think the same. And indeed on LinkedIn, there's quite a few campaigns going on there. Maybe one day, if I'm minded to do so, I'll write a letter to the British Museum. Disgusted from Corfu, start something like that.
We make an online live petition or something like that. You never know.
We could indeed. We could do a program dedicated to it, don't we?
Let's see how long it takes.
A marathon, a non-stop streaming until the marbles get back. Well, they're not actually marbles at all. They're precious Parthenian pieces. The only reason they're called marbles, what is it, Elgin is the name of the town where this lordship came from. Why are they called marbles? I'm not sure. There is an answer to that. I bet Nico knows the answer in London.
Yeah, that would be great. And we're getting much more in. Anita Rensenet would saying, hi, I'm in from work. Hi, thanks
Welcome
for watching. Melita is writing, very, very warm in London. Lovely walk in my park.
Oh, I wonder which park that is. But every park in London is absolutely superb. I can't say I've got a favourite because every single one is slightly different. London's blessed with having a lot of parks, I have to say, and all of them are beautiful.
Yeah, and here Margaret Johnson is saying, I saw a video a couple of weeks ago of Corfu Airport on Facebook, and definitely looked like Burger King is operating there.
Yes, we saw the same one, Margaret, and a very good afternoon to you too. That was courtesy of Peter Bowley and CorfuTourist.com.
Yeah.
But Burger King sign was clearly in the picture.
Definitely.
And we're certainly looking forward to one of those, or 2 or 3 or 4.
And Anthony is saying, yes, and the Starbucks on the Corfu Airport too.
Oh,
yes,
thank you for
that's
that
all coming.
good tip, Anthony. Starbucks, if you want a good commercial cup of coffee, Starbucks is good. But of course, here on the island of Corfu, of which there is a Starbucks in Corfu town, discreetly placed next to the McDonald's, which you'd have hard to find. I have to say, though, this island is blessed with a plethora of fabulous coffee shops, so you don't have to hang on to the notion that Starbucks is the only coffee shop in town, because here on this beautiful island it sure is.
No, there you got coffee shops, I tell you that.
Coming out of your ears, possibly.
Yeah, but the coffee with Starbucks and here on the thing, there's world departs.
Yes, but if you're in another place and you haven't got much choice, and Starbucks does do a good, you can bet your bottom dollar, pound, euro that it's a good cup. Cafe Nero was a favourite of mine in the United Kingdom, I have to say. A private Italian chain.
Private Italian chain.
Ciao to all our lovely Italian friends.
Yeah, and I'm getting much more things in. Vivian is saying, flights are back. Yes, Mamma Mia. Here we go again. Sounds good to me. Who is with me? So great.
We're all with you, Vivian. You do make us laugh.
It's great.
It's your turn of phrase, Vivian. That's what it is.
Jerry are commenting, don't lose the marbles. No, I
think we might have already lost them, mate. But that's good advice. Thank you very much indeed, Jerry.
So, Lavinia is asking, is Greek food not good enough? Oh, of course it is, but sometimes, you just want to bite into something,
it's a quarter pounder.
Not
no,
as,
it's not.
as
it's
healthy,
it's a double
not
whopper
as
with
great,
cheese.
But, just to remind you.
It's the flame grilled taste of the burger. Yes, that's what it is. Don't worry, I don't lust after them too much, but every now and again, you know how it is.
Okay, Helen Mullins is writing in and saying, so guys, what do you think is going to happen with transfers from the airports and to the hotels with the coaches?
Yes.
Okay.
We did get asked this a few weeks ago, and we said we quite honestly didn't know, but we are pretty sure that they're going to be putting on extra coaches. As we said before, it's not just the big operators that operate on this island. There are lots of smaller, private, independent operators, and I dare say a lot of them will be, as they say, stepping up to the plate. I don't think ultimately that's going to be a problem. You will find some sort of transfer service.
Definitely, because I saw some posts. If you go on to all the Corfu-related groups like Grapevine,
right, yes.
Corfu Villages,
right,
Corfu
yes.
Town, Corfu South, Corfu North, Corfu Central, and so just write in Corfu and you get a lot of groups going to the Grapevine. And I think I saw in there from a couple of airport transfer companies are preparing for holidaymakers with social distancing in mind.
Exactly.
So they're installing now some plexiglass and stuff in there, so that they can still do their jobs. And that's what's happening now. We thought, we can go out today and we can hook up somewhere, but we couldn't because they're all starting up now. Now they start getting ready. So it's really, when you look at it, it is shocking compared to how it looked last year.
Oh, complete contrast. Last year, they were very busy getting ready. In actual fact, before lockdowns happened, so go back to the end of February when the Greek Prime Minister cancelled all the carnivals. Around that time, a lot of businesses here were preparing earlier than normal for the impending summer season, which of course hasn't come as yet. So, and then of course everything went into lockdown and everything was halted. So I think today we saw an example of them starting to turn round again.
To turn around and do that. And let me go in with the video here quickly. And that is the video. We've been out quickly in the car in Moreitika. And, when you just look at that now, it's, we just saw Popeye on the roundabout. Normally it's full there. People are queuing for the bus. There is nothing. On left, right, there is no tourist shops open at the moment, and even the cash point here, it's still locked up.
That's always a sign of tourism or no tourism, isn't it?
Definitely, and there you see everything is still locked up. The rental cars are locked up, the tourist shops are locked up. There's a couple of takeaways are open. Here past the Solposto, on the right is left is the Dimitra. And you know what, there you see Mr. Gyros is open and done a good job in delivering all this stuff. But all the others, see, it's all closed.
Yeah.
They're all getting ready now because they didn't know what to do.
No, they didn't. Mr. Gyros has been open throughout the whole of lockdown, delivering takeaways, as has Sol Posto, the pizza place that you saw earlier on. And Popeyes, you mentioned, that was the first place you saw at the beginning roundabout. They've been offering a takeaway service. Lola and her family run a fantastic service throughout the year there on the roundabout in Maritica.
Yeah, definitely.
This is someone that I thought was going to reverse right into.
I know, it's quite funny. But when you look at that, it's all closed. It's nothing. Here also, the tourist shop on the right, the supermarket normally is open.
The co-op
already,
there,
the co-op, everything. But
great shop.
Sadly, it's all not happening at the moment, is
No,
it?
it's a little bit sad. Do you know, I have to say there was a couple of days, a few weeks ago during lockdown, when it was actually busier than that. So, yes, that is a bit strange. Maybe the time we went through, it was 29 degrees and it was a hottie. Maybe they were having some extra siesta. You never know.
Extra siesta. Now, but the building merchants, they
were all open.
They were all open,
yes,
and people are there and they're buying. And it is just a confusion at the moment. Some thinking, nah, we don't have a holiday season here. The other thing, yeah, it's gonna come. So you spoke with the guy who has the fish and chip shop in Moretti.
Thank you for reminding me. Yes, the great chappie. I don't know his name, but he's such a jolly chappie. He's right opposite the new bakery, top end of Maritica, near the Coop. And he told me that he's aiming to open up next week, would you believe? He does a good mean line in fish and chips, which I have to say, I know I'm not allowed to talk about them, but I get told off. But apparently that's the only thing that I actually miss from United Kingdom. So it's good to have one locally here in Corfu. So next week for fish and chips in Maritica, according to the man who runs the shop.
Fish and chips in Maritica is already hopeful. Look at you smiling all over your face, man.
It's a bit of taste from home.
It's great.
It's something that I actually miss. I actually like fish and chips. You know, we often talk about them on the programme, and there are many viewers who live in places that have got great fish and chip shops. I keep remembering them every time we hear from these people. In actual fact, I'll make a point of pointing them out. When there's someone that one of our wonderful viewers writes in, and if it's near a fish and chip shop that I could thoroughly recommend, I'll let you know.
Yeah, and here we got Vivian said, Corfu drivers are great service in great vehicles. I totally agree with you.
Good one.
They are fantastic. I saw he is really taking care, and he won some awards over the last few seasons.
Really?
Because of how great he prepares
service.
his vehicles, his buses, and that how fantastic. Super. And they really high end and really, really, they are fantastic, and that's what you want to see, because the holiday starts when you leave.
Oh, totally. Yeah?
But here you can say, really, the holiday starts 100%. Doesn't matter what you have experienced before you arrive in Corfu. As soon as you arrive in Corfu, you're going to feel the holiday started, definitely.
The holiday starts the minute you go out of the airplane door and you stand on the top of the steps down to the concourse. That's when your holiday begins. You'll get with a wall of heat. You would today if you'd have arrived, and then all around you it's beautiful, mountains in the background, fantastic airport. So yes, it will be great, and we are really looking forward to welcoming you all as soon as you can get here. We should point out, though, it's still undecided across Europe. It's patchy. To answer your viewer's question, Thomas, somebody wrote in, didn't they, asking about flights between Athens and somewhere else. We don't know.
Athens and Corfu, what they cost, you mean?
No. Somebody, another country. It wasn't the United Kingdom, but we honestly don't. To answer that question, we're not sure. If it was Belgium, apparently the Belgium service is still running, and it's been the only one that Aegean's kept going throughout the whole of lockdown.
Yeah, and here Jackie is saying, because Vinny is saying my Corfu driver is great, Easy Book is great too, and that's true. So there's so many quality services on this island. Yes. You can't get wrong, and they all open up. I see they are operating, they are getting ready, and some are already ready for you to come and to bring you anywhere on this beautiful island, and that's a good one. Here another one is Julie Kemi saying Micro Cafe in Corfu Town has a lovely coffee and a cafe. Sorry, and setting, and that's where we had the meeting when we done the Manzaros documentary. Remember, with the garden there, the micro cafe in Corfu Town. We sat with Natalia, you and me. We sat in
up the steps. You mean
up the steps? On the side. Yes, fantastic.
Well, we had our morning meetings there. I know the one. Yes, that's very good indeed. That is.
Yeah, and here Stuart Mahoney saying, talking coffee. I'm missing my frappe from Cassiope. So
well, I can't say what a frappe from Cassiope tastes like, but if it's any like as good as down here south of the island, I'm sure it's delicious. Yes, frappes and Alfredo cappuccinos, they're all the rage, you know.
So, and Steve Bowers is saying, hi lads, who decides when flights can operate again? Is it the European Commission, and how often do they meet? I mean, fingers crossed for the 7th of July. And
yes,
I got something over here. Let me call that up quickly. And that has to do with European travel and tourism, where they are meeting today. So there is today the foreign ministers of 11 countries, including Greece, are meeting today to discuss the coordination, a conference for the coordination of travel and tourism. Yeah, and countries involved in the whole thing is now Germany, Greece, Spain, Italy, Austria, Portugal, Malta, Slovenia, Cyprus, and Bulgaria.
Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
That is spot on. No, I mean, we are holding to discuss the coordination, our policies on tourism, to coordinate our policies on tourism, and the gradual lifting of border controls on as wide a wider basis as possible in order to restore free and safe travel within the European Union. So that came out from the news today.
Yes, well, and that's a positive move forward.
Definitely.
We should remind everybody in the United Kingdom, still to this day, Thomas went online just before we broadcasted this edition, the first edition of Unlocked SK, to find out what the Foreign and Commonwealth Office in London have to say to UK travellers. And the advice, I'm afraid to say, today is the same as it's been every day for the last 2 months or more, and that is they advise you strongly not to travel unless it's for essential reasons.
Yeah, and here I got another one. I got a shout out quickly. Sorry, it's Cherry OD saying, say hello, and you know them, Lola and Michalis in Popeyes.
Yeah, we just
next time you see them from DJ
Cherry.
Yeah, from Ireland. We gotta do that one.
Lola is the most amazing lady. She really is, and her husband and the daughter. I can't remember her name, but they work so hard. She really puts her life and soul into running that business. Absolutely incredible. And she's open all round the year. Extraordinary. She saved my bacon a few times, I can tell you.
Yeah, she's great, isn't she? In emergencies, you go down and she's always there. She's always happy to help. It's like, extended family, to be honest, to us, isn't it?
Do you know, in this area, I arrived here about 4 years ago. Her and her family and that business were the very first to make me feel, as you've said, part of the family. I felt really at home from day one, sitting there in Moretica, watching the world go by. Very popular place. It's right next door to the Masongi Beach Hotel. Frankly, you can't miss it.
No, you can't. And here is saying, I'm getting lots in here. Sally Roberts is saying, hi guys and Claire. Hi Sally, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. It's Unlocked SK, and we're gonna start moving soon, because we moved already a lot today. It was quite thing. We thought we can go out, but we picked our generator up today.
We did.
So
had a
that's
good
ready.
Service, so
had a good service and thing. And
yep.
we also drove through Moretica, and we went through Ios Madeus,
the local village to us.
The local village. Should we show that quickly?
Yes, why not?
So just as you can see what's going on at the moment.
There we go.
So, and that's Ios Madeus. That's what the other thing when we picked our generator up. Yeah. But here is again nothing.
No, it's very quiet. This is coming in from Moretica end, in case you wanted to know. Just gone past the nice insurance office, where the streaming shuttle is insured with. And yes, actually, I made the point earlier on when we were off air that actually there are less people on the streets today than there were a couple of weeks ago during lockdown, when they had permission to travel, of course. So it's very quiet there. This is Monday. Normally it's quite heaving.
Normally it's heaving, and now this time of year you can see the cyclists going around.
There's
you can see
car park down there on the
car park down. There's tourists there. They're enjoying the coffee. They're enjoying some food. Here on the left is the group, and then is the grill house. The table's normally out, and there are the tourists sitting, and there is nothing. Here you see just a couple of locals, but all the chairs are stacked up, and that's it. The bakery is open. That's the only one. The pizzeria right side is closed. The taverna on the left here is closed. So it's quite, it's quite sad.
Yeah, the building there on the right-hand side is the lovely Jason Capodistria, who's a follower and viewer of this programme. He's been open all the way through doing delicious takeaways.
Oh, yeah, he does. But, hey, you know what? It's not the usual image we expect,
not at all. And that's the discount supermarket, which has maintained excellent hygiene standards throughout the lockdown period. We actually give it another name. I can't possibly tell you what that is over there. I only because I can't understand their name. I don't know what it's called. That's my ignorance. So we give it a nickname, as it were. Good shop, though. As is, of course, the coupe there that you went past with Sophia and her husband. Done a good job of running that. And Spiro, her son. And you might have, eagle-eyed viewers might have recognised a building on the right-hand side, right in the middle of that high street, and that used to be the old studio of StudioKerkyra, before we came and went mobile. And, of course, now we let our hair down because we're totally unlocked.
Yeah, we're totally unlocked and we drive. But it is saying here, Margaret Johnson is saying probably all on the beach. And you are not wrong there because we got the dogs today.
We thought they might be having a siesta, but on the beach. Yes, we did see a lot of people blowing up their rubber inflatables and buying drinks for the beach earlier on at the local Rev Oil petrol station. Hello, Alex and Nico, if you're watching. Great supporters of SK.
Yeah, Anthony is saying almost a ghost town, but that's what's so funny now. What's so different because we used by now the 3 cases open, the supermarket, the big one, full on the corner.
Exactly.
It's still closed. Everything seems like
always open. He was the first building to open, isn't he?
Yeah,
he was one of the first gift shops to open every year. Nice chap, very jolly. Do you know what? He even served a couple of years back Bruce Willis, can you believe? And the photographs were all over the place.
All over the place,
okay. It was actually, yeah. Who'd have thought that, eh?
You know, for me, always the season started when 3 cases was open. That's when, for me, the season started. I come onto the roundabout, 3 cases open, Popeye is full, bus stop is full. Yes, the season started. And it's missing.
It certainly is. It's a very different year this year, but that's hardly surprising with lockdowns and COVID-19 still floating about in the air. Let's hope it floats off. And I'm being polite when I say that, of course.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Oh, thank you, Tom. I'm glad you noticed it.
Well done. Well done.
We don't want to offend our lovely viewers.
Definitely not.
Listeners.
And here's going. Jason Capodistris, we just spoke, is sending in. Hi, boys. Continue your fantastic work. Jason, thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. And it's great. And you're really a fantastic grill house. Ios
well, we had a takeaway the other night, didn't we? Thank you, Jason. Very tasty indeed.
His conto soufflé, it's fantastic. So it's out of this world. But anything you eat in there. It's also the local sausages when he throws it on the grill.
Food again.
It's going.
You see, we can't help it. We're addicted to food, coffee, and life. Oh, and Corfu, of course. Mind you, Corfu is all of those things and more besides.
Yeah, definitely. Here is also Richard is saying, what is being up to Jimmy at the 007 Cafe in Biggie?
That's one on our list of things to do. It's on our bucket list, which is absolutely enormous, but we have had many discussions about that, including with our wonderful friend from Wolverhampton, Steve Ford. He that's written the book, now available on e-download from Amazon.com, 50 Corfu villages, where all the proceeds go to charities on this island. So if you're watching, Steve and Anne, a very good afternoon to you. But yes, 007 Cafe, I'm really looking forward to that because if you've probably noticed by now, if you're an ardent SK viewer, I'm a bit of a James Bond nut, or fan, I should say.
Yeah, and here we got something in from Ruth McEvoy and going to Miss Lovely Mesongi in June this year, hoping September will be okay. Good. Ruth, we really hope you can do it September.
We're rooting for you, Ruth, absolutely. Come back soon. The island needs good people like yourself. It's not the same, is it, without
No, it's weird. But I apologize, guys. If there's messages coming in I don't see and I don't read out, it's not ignoring that. I'm ignoring that. I genuinely can't see sometimes the messages coming up, so fast, it's a little bit of a headache. So I apologize. I'm going through after the show and make sure I'm getting them in to tomorrow's show.
Absolutely. We do try our best, and they come in so thick and fast, it's very hard to keep tabs on all of them. Chris Taberner, he said some nice stuff, didn't he? He said that we can now run wild and run free, let our hair down sort of thing, which we will indeed. And Andrea in Conti in LA, she was horrified to think that we were coming to the end of the series, but she's most relieved to know we're back with Unlocked. It's always lovely to know that you're watching us, Andrea, all the way from LA in California.
What a beautiful state that is, isn't it?
I haven't been there yet.
No, me neither. I'd love to go
one day.
Oh, definitely, California.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Here I got on, and this is from Jacqueline van der Werf Bochelman. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I know I do that. The question came from Holland. Hope that Transavia starts flying soon.
Okay.
I
yes.
don't know this airline.
I can't say I do either, Thomas. I may have seen the tail fin at the airport in one year or other. Can't answer that question, I'm afraid.
Christopher Damala is saying the holiday starts when you get in the car on the way to Gatwick.
Okay,
but it just depends
enough.
on which direction you're coming to Gatwick.
Yes, that's also true as well. Yeah.
When you drive up from Pompey, Petersfield Way, that's a nice way to drive.
On the A3, absolutely, know it well.
Fantastic.
That's
but if you have to come over the M25, the biggest car park in the United Kingdom, that's a headache, mate.
Yes, when it's clogged, it is. It's the busiest motorway in the whole of Europe, apparently. Actually, at night time, it's quite a joy to drive on, but yeah, not during the day. And there are certain bottlenecks on that motorway, I have to say. But never mind. Yes, you're right, Chris, in many ways. Personally, I like to get the other side of security, really, and I'll worry about that. But apart from that, yes, probably is you in your holiday spirit. But anyway, you're here. You are already on this wonderful holiday island, so you haven't got to worry about that, have you, Chris? Nice one, mate.
Nice. But, we're talking about holiday. We're talking about coming now over here from the United Kingdom, what seems possible within the next 3 to 4 weeks.
It does seem
definitely.
Possible, yeah.
Nikos is coming on the 1st of July.
That's great.
That's fantastic. But it's going to be possible. But then I'm looking on to the other side here. Sorry, I'm not trying to turn my back, guys, on you. I just want to call that up because that's the official gov.uk website, coronavirus COVID-19 guidance and support. No, and there's foreign travel advice. Look at that.
And that's been the same word for word for the last 2 months that I've been aware of, Thomas. There is absolutely no change to that bit of advice.
There's nothing updated. There's nothing done.
Exactly.
You still don't know. All the countries are talking.
Exactly.
Left, right, and center. How we can start up. How we can relax the border controls. How we can get travel going. But not just for holiday, but also for essential goods and trading.
Sure,
and it seems UK, nothing is going on. Nothing is happening. You're not getting updated. You're not getting the information you need to make a responsible decision.
True, and we're still waiting to hear more details about that alleged 14 days quarantine for all internationals arriving back in the United Kingdom. Last we heard was it's soon.
Soon on the scene.
How many times have we said that on lockdown, unlocked, SK, either one? It's the same. But on a serious point, we do need some guidance. We all need some guidance on that one.
Yeah, without guidance, we lost, and the confusion gets more, and then people start getting upset because it is their livelihood in the end of the day, especially here in the tourism, and they try to relax that now as quick as they do. I don't blame them. Somehow, you have to see the way forward. But I got a great message in from here we go. David Roseman saying UK research scientist stated yesterday that 30 million doses of vaccine could be available by this September.
Yes, I heard that one too, David. That is great news. But, okay. We're touching wood for that. Actually, as we keep reminding everybody, there's over 100 separate vaccination programs going on across the globe right now as we're speaking to you this minute. Let's hope at least 1 or 2 of them become effective. Also, there's the treatments, because we are perennially being warned that there may not be 100% full-on effective vaccine. Yeah. So the next best thing must be to look at these treatments to try and halt the spread of the disease, try and cut it back to its effects, try and cut the effects back, I mean. That's the real bad one.
Jackie is writing and saying today is 2 new cases and 2 deaths in Greece. That's all it was. Still too many, but new infections are very, very low, only 2.
Yes, if those figures are correct, then that's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and here is the answer to your question about what Transavia is. It's a low-cost Dutch company. So we have to watch that one and look in. Thank you, Carlo, for sharing that. That's great.
You see, it's great here on Unlocked SK. We learn something every day, courtesy of you fantastic viewers and listeners. And do you know what? If you ever want an example of the effectiveness of collaboration, it's this program or its predecessor, Lockdown SK, now moved into Unlock SK. It just proves, doesn't it, the power of collaboration, which, of course, picking up on some views of some of our other viewers, have said that's what the world should be doing. All the governments should be working together on this vaccination
program. It's gonna happen.
Theory.
They have to.
Well,
there's
today,
no way past it,
Thomas,
in the end of the day.
No, today is the day when there's a big high-level meeting going on with the World Health Organization. But as we reported the other day, a couple of countries have been excluded. One which I think should not have been, and that is Taiwan, officially known as Taiwan Republic of China. There's an ongoing dispute. You probably know about that. But Taiwan, I mentioned because they dealt with it. They had 444 cases, 7 deaths. They were the first country to warn the whole of the world on the 31st of December of the impending coronavirus pandemic. They were indeed. And while I'm on the subject, Thomas, Vietnam, something that I keep threatening the viewers with to talk about. Vietnam officially advised the UK government on the 8th of January about this impending pandemic. They acted enormously and swiftly on the knowledge of 2 deaths in China. Now, according to the official figures from Vietnam, they've had 318 cases and no deaths. Now, that may not be 100% accurate, but those figures are backed up by a Professor Waits from Oxford University who's been studying out there for the last few months. In fact, since January, he did a spot test of 20,000 tests and proved they were to be accurate. So the point about Vietnam is that they went to this enormous length of warning everybody else and did sporadic lockdowns. It wasn't a general lockdown. They did localized lockdowns where there were more cases than there should have been. But it was full-on lockdown. 2 weeks, no one could come in or out or anything. And then they ran a very successful public information campaign, which I think I was talking about with the dancers,
you were talking
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm just repeating again because I think, we don't often hear good stories coming out of Vietnam, but that certainly is a good story. Of course, the cynics amongst you might say to me, oh, well, it's easier because they're a one-party state. It's a bit of a dictatorship. It's a bit of a this, a bit of a that. Maybe. But their figures at the end of the day have proved to be quite good in fighting COVID-19, I would say.
Oh, definitely. Here, more messages coming in. One what makes me smile here is Anita Reason-Edwards is saying, I don't know whether to buy new holiday clothes or not. I mean, I would buy,
yes.
If you're not using them in Corfu, use them at home and get a little bit of a feeling. But, it's better being prepared than not prepared for holiday.
Absolutely, and I would come prepared with COVID-19 in the back of your mind. Plenty of hand gels, sanitisers in your hold luggage, but the airlines are warning try and take as few bags on board as possible.
Yeah. Here we go. Philip Ferris is saying why we said, when is the holiday starting for you? And he said, I begin to relax into my holiday when we are over halfway in the plane.
Oh, good one, yeah.
Then if there are any issues, we are likely to land at our destination rather than going back to the airport where we left from. So that's a good one.
That's very true. Yes, that's heartbreaking, isn't it? And very disheartening if that happens.
If you go more than halfway, then they probably come here and land. He's totally right. If you're under halfway, they turn around and go back to Heathrow. You don't want that to happen.
No, not at all, no.
No, especially when you can smell the ouzo and the gyros, yes. That's cruel.
That's very cruel. Oh, my goodness me. I can't think of a harsher thing to say. No, really bad one. Absolutely. Quite right, Phil. Thank you, Phil. You've been a great contributor.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm just looking, I'm making sure I'm not missing any of the messages. Guys, if you want to talk with us here live, you can always send us a request on Skype and you can chat with us live here on Unlocked SK. Otherwise, you have anything to say or you want to know something, put this here under the comments now live or afterwards after the show. Send us a message through messengers and we make sure we get back to you and we include that into the show. But I got another thing now and because I want to show that and I'm just switching over here because we're talking about how does it gonna look like on the beaches now. And look at that.
That's wow.
So look at that. I want to know your ideas out there. What do you think how the future of beach holidays gonna look like? Does it gonna look like something like that? What I quite like.
I do too. Do you know what? To me, we don't actually know where this photograph was taken from. We have to point that out. But looking at that photograph, to me, it reminds me of how Edwardian beaches looked like. And in Victorian times in the United Kingdom, for instance, they used to go to the sea in bathing carriages, didn't they? That were originally horse-drawn, which then gave rise to all those beach huts. And of course, Richard there in Bournemouth, he knows all about beach huts. They have a fantastic array of beach huts in Bournemouth. Oh, lots of places in the United Kingdom do. Southwold's another one, and the Suffolk coast, and Littlehampton, of course, in good old West Sussex. But yes, I think that looks rather nice, doesn't it? It's a very pleasant way to spend an afternoon on a beach. Presumably, it's anti-COVID-19.
It's anti-COVID-19. No, definitely. No, I just think, there's new rules coming in. All the proprietors now from beachside restaurants and bars, they have to think what they're doing. What direction do I go? How much money do I spend to make this secure for my guests? And there's ideas flying around. And I think if you just, you surf the internet, there's so many good ideas what come out, and people are not worried if you share them. Otherwise, they wouldn't post it anyway.
True.
But you know what? It's something where you can put now your heads together and maybe together a few businesses organize something to get something nice like this built.
Good idea.
It doesn't have to be that high standard. I mean, but
that looks
incredible, isn't it?
Though, doesn't it? That looks kind of rather luxurious, doesn't it?
Well, you got this camping, and I don't know, is this how you call that? But this is a day on the beach when you have something for you and your loved one, or for you and your family.
Yes,
that's great. But that's social distancing, and I'm thinking something, similar but easy to construct, something simpler would be definitely
probably those
worth doing.
Tents that you were talking about, those beach tents.
Those beach tents, probably they would be already great. I saw them now online, and you can buy them for around €30. That's not that much,
it's
know what?
Not, is it
I
really?
know
no.
when you put that compared to a beach chair. Do you know these professional beach chairs you can hire now? Example, Dio Beach Bar and Mesongi, Golden Beach, this thing. Do you know how much one of these sunbeds cost? How much they spend on them?
What cost them, or
cost them when they have to buy them?
No, I have no idea, Thomas.
So they all have around 100 sunbeds of them. So 50 to 100. Some have more. No, each of them, because they're professional sunbeds, cost between 60 and €80 a piece.
Really? Good.
So is the layouts, where people say they're making a lot of money. Yes, but the layout is quite high. So you have to get that back too. So you have to think twice before you acquire something like that for your business. But I know this down from Dyer, they're around 60 to €80 a piece. But they last. No, they're good quality.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. But that's also costs what come on top. They have every year anyway. And now all of a sudden, they have to rethink that. That's gonna be a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be funny.
Nice shot though.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a beautiful thing. Back to the thing. Annabelle is just writing in and is saying to me, I don't think the UK government wants anybody to go on holiday this year, because they're promoting already to make holidays at home and support your local economy.
Yes,
so that's a good angle on that one.
It's exactly what Matt Hancock, the health secretary, said a couple of weeks ago on This Morning, early one morning, didn't he? There was no luxurious international holidays this year or something. Mind you, picking up on Annabelle's point there, and good afternoon to you, Annabelle, quite a few people we've heard from in Cornwall, shall we say, and Suffolk, they're not too keen on being inundated with holidaymakers from wherever they come from. So I don't know what the locals think of that one.
No, and I got here, the messages are coming in so quickly before I forget, because the message is in. Thank you guys, come and comment, that's great. Patricia Webster is saying, and that's very important. Hi all, could you please mention that the Anno Me Songi Recycle Center has reopened Tuesday and Saturday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Oh, thank you very much, because I got a lot of bags here with bottles. So I know now when to go. This is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. They are open.
We can't make those times, because that's exactly when we're broadcasting every day. We're not. It'd be a hard push one for me to get. I have to be here.
No, I'm doing that. Don't worry. I grab this in. I go be there at 5. I help them 5:15. I'm ready into the car. Takes me 5 minutes back here. So it's still 35 minutes until the show. Gonna be great. Don't live a little bit.
I'm pleased to hear that they're open, but unfortunately not good times for me. Maybe, Patricia, you'll come to an arrangement and I could dump off my prestigious quantity of plastic bags of recycled rubbish, and maybe you'd let me put them over the fence or something.
What would you prefer, earlier mornings? Or
no, they used to have opening. No, we didn't. We weren't broadcasting when they were last open, but also they had slightly longer hours, like, for instance, 3 or 4 in the afternoon. We'll come to some arrangement anyway, I'm sure. But well done, Patricia, for telling us that. They offer a fantastic service. It's really good, and that's just up the road from the BP garage, off the main road from Maratica to Levkimi, towards Ayers Mateus, by the cement factory, I should say.
Yeah, and if you guys want any other directions about or know more about any of the recycle centers here on Corfu, it's easy to go on to www.recyclecorfu.com, and you can even find the directions on there. So
Great.
recyclecorfu.com, log on, and there's all the recycle centers on this website what got built by Claire just over a year ago and is maintained by the guys themselves there. So it's great. So it's SK sponsored that website that's on
Brilliant.
there. Go on recyclecorfu.com and you're gonna find the locations, the opening times, and also the directions where to go.
Brilliant. Well done, you. It's very good that they volunteer, and what they do there is marvellous. And there are many other recycling centres across the country here in Corfu. There's one in the northeast, I seem to remember.
I got a couple of questions in here now regarding the thing. Melita said this sunbeds we showed. She knows that that's from Turkey.
Turkey.
So it's one of
thank you, Melita.
Yeah, and Patricia Webster is saying, Patricia is saying the photo is from Turkey. Thank you very much. And she's also saying they cost customers around €80 to rent for the day. €80.
How many?
80 a day.
Really? Okay, I'll bring my umbrella instead, I think.
Yeah, I just bring my towel, and that's it, you know. But 80, if you want to have something special for one day, why not? You're on holiday, so, you know, it's something.
I thought they looked a bit upmarket.
Yeah, but it's something you're not doing when
sure.
you're back home, you know. That's not something you pick up back home in England and that. So you're on holiday here or in another beautiful country, you have this opportunity. Treat yourself. You only live once.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm all for that. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's much more coming in. No, holiday in the UK rather be locked down. Lol, Christopher Dabana. So Chris, you make me laugh. It's great.
Nice
but here's another one. Helen Mullins. Do you think we will have to wear masks at our wedding? No. I know that now you don't need to wear masks. Well, I saw some bridal wear coming out from the bridal shop in Corfu Down. What's, by the way, a fantastic designer down there. It's really great. And she designed a couple of dresses now, wedding dresses with masks, having social distancing in mind. Really? So it's got some great ideas what coming. There's these metal rings coming back now, you know. From I don't know how you call them, but
yes, I know exactly what you mean. No, there is a name. They're like hoops, but there is definitely a name. Yeah, no, I can't think of it.
Great designs, beautiful. But no, you don't. I mean, the priest maybe, but at the ceremony,
buttress comes to mind. The word buttress comes to my mind. Elizabethan style buttress. Is that right? I'm sure some of our well-educated and intelligent viewers would be able to put us on the straight and narrow on that one. Presumably, then, Helen, your wedding is going to be here on the island of Corfu.
Yeah, great.
You mentioned this the other day. Now you come to think of it, I'm sure you'll be able to be mask-free. Probably limited to the amount of guests you can have, though, I would dare say.
Yeah. It's down to you, but the wedding now. This is now, it's not mandatory to wear. It's for staff of shops, hotels, employees. They have to wear them. Yeah, but not as a guest. You don't.
No.
That's how the regulations are, and especially when you have your wedding. Of course, now I think you don't need to wear them. I'm sure about that.
I would agree, Thomas. And let's let one fear disappear from our viewers outside of Greece. You may have seen some film posted widely across Facebook the other day of the Greek Prime Minister out and about saying a thank you to people of Athens. And if you noticed in those films, no one hardly was wearing any masks. Absolutely not the Prime Minister or any of his immediate entourage. Just a few shopkeepers may have had the odd mask on. However, everybody was maintaining social distancing. And I think that really is the key. Plenty of washing of hands, hand sanitizers, and maybe gloves. Maybe disposable gloves wouldn't be a bad thing. While I'm on this subject, though, Thomas, can I just remember something I saw?
Bustle, it's called B-U-S.
Let
me see. Annabelle is writing in.
I knew it would be Annabelle. I knew it would be you.
That's great. Let me have a look here quickly. I just lost it. But Annabelle is writing in, and she is saying, I have to find this man. It's B-U-S-T-L-E.
Bustle, yes, okay.
Bustle.
Thank you.
So, for the dress.
I was close,
yes, exactly.
but not quite close.
Very close, man. You're doing well. You're much better than I am.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
No.
One thing, though, while we're talking about beaches and masks, I must tell you some disturbing pictures I saw posted recently, like this morning, and it's all gone round the world on Reuters and other news networks. a gentleman is holding up a pole full of absolutely chock-a-block full of discarded masks and rubber gloves on a beach of all places, would you believe, in Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong.
Now, really, the pictures were disturbing, absolutely terrible, but I'm making the point is when you do get to come to one of these beautiful Greek beaches, particularly here on this fabulous island of Corfu, please don't discard your mask or gloves on the beach. It really is a dreadful thing, particularly for the wildlife. These things get washed out to sea, and then turtles have become adversely affected. They have enough problems with fishing nets to contend with. Last thing they want is paper masks and rubber gloves to have to deal with. So please, please, please take your litter home, whatever that litter may be. But certainly no masks discarded on beaches. And in any case, what a waste of a mask and a set of gloves. But this photograph from Hong Kong was really quite shocking. Actually, I was quite surprised to see they had such a pleasant beach there in Hong Kong.
No,
you learn something every day, don't you?
And here is a big good evening from Army in Finland, and great new shows. He says, hello, Army, thanks for watching.
Bless you, Army. You are a fantastic supporter of StudioKerkyra, and there's only one word to say to you, Iva Ilta.
Great. See, we are multi-language here, and I like
really.
that.
I just like my only one bit of Finnish, apart from a good afternoon. Iva Ilta Paiva, I think that is. Yes, I miss saying that, actually. We changed the time. But no, Army, it's always wonderful and a pleasure to hear from you. Great. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, and here Melita is saying, Mykonos are charged up to €100 for just 2 beds and an umbrella a day. I mean,
thank you, Melita, for telling us that. I know Mykonos has got an enviable or unenviable reputation for being a rather expensive holiday destination. I've never been myself, but that seems quite a lot, doesn't it, Thomas? I'm sure that if you just want a normal sunbed to hire on these beaches here in Corfu, it would be considerably less than that.
Less than that, I know. Here, Patricia Webster is saying, what other time do you want, Adrian? Oh, for the cycling.
Patricia, you are so kind. Well, I don't know about a lunchtime special, but maybe you can contact the studio and we can arrange something together, because those 2 hours is impossible for me as we broadcast every day. Having said that, I've just thought of something. Maybe we might be able to swing something at the weekend. Are you open Saturday? We'll see. But I assure you, Patricia, I've got sackfuls of recyclable rubbish waiting to find its way to your good home. Patricia, thank you ever so much. You've been a great supporter and contributor to these programs. First Lockdown SK, and now to the first episode of Unlocked SK. And we are feeling a little bit frisky here, because it's nice to have a semblance of knowledge that we can go out. And believe you me, we will be going out. Now we got the generator, there is absolutely no excuse. So we will. No, all definitely. In the fullness of time, mind you.
Oh, yeah, it is. And how great it is. Guys, thank you so much for commenting and writing in. I'm getting so many comments in. If you don't have time to read out all of them, I'm really, really sorry. David Roseman is saying, is this chainmail? No, it's not, mate.
That's very witty, David. You're very witty indeed. Yes, absolutely. By the way, David, message personally to you. I managed to pass on your good wishes to Theo, the amazing motor mechanic in Aires Mateus of Moto Japanese, who did your motorcycle. He didn't know that you'd said that. He was very grateful for your kind comments, David. So message there from Theo of thanks to you, David Roseman.
Yeah, and here is going, and Phil Ferris is saying why we spoke about the dresses. See, it's all about the beachwear, all about the thing.
Right, what we say. I was wondering what you were going on about.
It's great. No, Phil Ferris Philip is saying, I think you were thinking of the puzzle, which was at the back of Victorian dresses.
It was exactly
the metal hoop that made the dress spread out.
That's what I was thinking.
Helped keep people back.
Social
cold
distancing.
hoops.
Yes.
Social distancing.
Actually, I think there was another reason, Phil, wasn't it? If you know what I mean, I'm doing this right now because in those days they didn't have much. They had perfumes, but personal hygiene wasn't exactly like it is today.
But he also adds and said, this goes back to the 1600s, and you could call them fartingale dresses. So.
Right, well, thanks for that, Phil. I would never have thought that, but they were around in Elizabethan times as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, yes, that's an interesting piece of information.
So we got it all. So we covered so much, and I cannot believe that. But it's the first time in Unlocked SK, I have to say that. Sorry, guys, that's all we have time for today. If I missed any of your messages, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna go through after the show. If I missed something, I put it on the list of tomorrow. But thank you all so much for taking part in this. Thank you so much for commenting, writing us emails, and so on. It's fantastic. That's exactly what makes our show it's you. And you can see I'm sitting here, I'm sweating, you sitting here, I'm sweating. It's great. That's what we
Hot
wanted.
and sticky,
and we finally
but we love it.
got
Absolutely,
it.
Yeah.
Man, but I think you
like
got nothing else to say anymore.
No,
That's
not
it for today.
That's it, I'm afraid. Yes, bad one. But more tomorrow. And it is our first show. And as when we first started Lockdown SK, we said right at the beginning, we didn't quite know how it was going to pan out, how it was going to evolve. But you wonderful viewers and listeners have assisted and facilitated in us evolving the show that you see now today and here, hopefully. And this is a part 2, I suppose, a reincarnation of Unlocked SK, where during the course of the following weeks, we will endeavour to be showing you wonderful views from this paradise of an island.
Oh, yes. And just to get you a little bit in the mood, just
yes.
before we go, I have
else.
to put that
there
one
we
in.
go.
I can't.
And
otherwise.
Richard, if you're watching in Bournemouth, you should know where that is.
Yeah, and that's it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Aguilas, I'm just saying it now.
Yes.
And there you see.
Northeast
and
coast
if you
of
think
the
that's
island.
the holiday, that's exactly what you can expect of coming here. So just to make you a little bit happy and have a
Talk
nice
about
view.
tempting them.
I know.
But what an appetizer, eh?
It's great, guys.
Yeah,
but thank you so much for tuning into our first episode of Unlocked SK. We're gonna work harder now, and we're gonna show you the most beautiful places this island has to offer, plus some reports, and we're gonna keep you up to date with anything holiday and travel related concerning Greece and Corfu. But thank you for watching. Have a fantastic evening. Enjoy that Monday 18th. You know, we are freedom at the moment, but let's see how long it goes. But thanks for watching. We're gonna see you tomorrow again, 6 p.m. Greek time, 4 p.m. UK time. Until then, Kali Nichter.
Thank you very much for sharing your time with us again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are. And of course, a very good afternoon to you all.